out by spam filters. And this can happen like if you create an email in Word and then saved it as HTML and then imported that into your email program. That code, usually it won't even look good visually, but also the code is pretty sloppy and can make the email look like spam to a spam filter. Using red or green colored fonts is a good way to have your email look like spam. This basically was overused by spammers for too long, so it just became a flag for spam filters. And so if you are using particularly red and green, it's kind of funny because those colors were used a lot by spammers to grab people's attention. And finally, if you create an email that's just a big image, has little or no text, that is a very good way to look like spam because, once again, spammers do it a lot. So those are some things just to avoid in your emails so they don't get filtered out as spam. Now, just coming back to this point of writing like a used car salesman, really the summary of that is if you're not a good writer, then that's okay. You have two options. You can either learn to write or you can have someone else write for you, which is fine too. It can be expensive. It can also be kind of impractical. You have to be really, you have to really have your email marketing plan laid out because you won't be able to put things together last minute if you have somebody else writing for you unless they're on your staff and you can just give it to them and have them get it done quickly. But yeah, that's really what it comes down to. But I recommend that you just learn it yourself because it's pretty simple, really. All right, so let's move on here to the fifth and final mistake, which is sending infrequent, irrelevant emails. Now, this one's bad and it gets done all the time. Sending emails that don't directly relate to why the customer or prospect gave you his or her email address to begin with is a great way to just annoy that person and give them a reason to unsubscribe. And also, if you communicate too infrequently, if you let too much time go by between your communications, your subscribers are much more likely to just either report it as spam, report that email as spam, or unsubscribe because you are an intrusion at that point. If you're not communicating regularly, a lot of times don't even remember how they ended up on your list and quickly just hit the spam button or just click the unsubscribe link and they're gone forever. As a general rule, your customers and your prospects, your subscribers, the people on your email list should hear from you at least once per week. At least once per week. There are times where you email them more than that, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So just be thinking with that for now. All right, so I just want to go over a quick summary of these 5 mistakes again, just to remind you. And they are flooding your lists, buying lists, being sloppy, writing like a used car salesman, and sending infrequent, irrelevant emails. You definitely want to avoid all of these